हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, कैसे हो आप? बढ़िया। आज हम लोग लिम्फ के बारे में पढ़ेंगे एंड दिस टॉपिक इज इन द चैप्टर ऑफ बॉडी फ्लूइड्स एंड सर्कुलेशन. दैट्स अ क्लास 11th टॉपिक. And this video is a very small video in which I'll just be taking what is lymph, right? And in the further videos, we'll be taking about lymph circulation and the various lymph organs that are in your course. So let's start the today's class and let's see what is lymph. So this lymph is tissue fluid. What do we mean by it? Let us see. As always, we start our class with what? We start our class with a learning objective. That is, what are we going to learn in this topic? Maybe in this lecture and in the subsequent lectures. So today, the main thing that we are going to focus on is what is lymph, right? And then we are going to see what is lymphatic system and its functions, lymphatic vessels, lymph circulation, primary and secondary lymph organs and their functions. So today what we are going to focus on is what is lymph. बहुत कंफ्यूजन होता है बच्चों को कि ये lymph क्या चीज है. So today we are basically going to focus on what is lymph. What is happening? Yes. Let us read this that I have written. What is lymph? एंड इस डेफिनेशन से हम चीजें उठा के देखेंगे कि क्या है लिम्फ. ठीक है, इंपॉर्टेंट वर्ड से. लिम्फ, most components of blood plasma such as nutrient gases and hormones filter freely through the capillary walls to form interstitial fluid or extracellular fluid, but fluid that filters out of the capillaries returns to them by reabsorption. जो fluid बाहर निकल रहा है, that is coming back inside by reabsorption. The excess fluid drains into the lymphatic vessels and becomes lymph. So now let us analyze this definition and see what can be derived as lymph. Most components of blood plasma, such as nutrients, gases, hormones, filter freely through the capillary walls. Read this definition slowly. To form interstitial fluid, but fluid that filters out returns back to the capillary through reabsorption. The excess fluid that accumulates needs to be drained, and that is what is lymph, and those vessels that are helping is known as lymphatic vessels. So basically ये एक प्लम्बिंग सिस्टम है आपकी बॉडी का. एक्सेस वाटर जो है, एक्सेस फ्लूइड जो बाहर आ रहा है, उसको एक तरीके से प्लम्बिंग सिस्टम की तरह इनटू द ड्रेन्स इट इज ड्रेनिंग आउट. नाउ लेट अस एनालाइज दिस डेफिनेशन एंड सी. Let us try to answer these questions. Lymph has more proteins or blood has more proteins? What kind of proteins get into lymph? Why is it important to have proteins back in the blood? How much lymph is produced? Is the composition of lymph same everywhere? अब बहुत ध्यान से आप सुनना. How we are going to answer all these questions. Suppose these are the endothelial cells of what? Of the capillary. Kindly take a copy and pen and be with me in the class. These are what? These are the endothelial cells of the capillary. Let us write this. So these are endothelial cells of capillary. Clear? अब इसके अंदर क्या होगा? इसके अंदर कैपिलरी के अंदर क्या होगा? What am I drawing? We have already done this. These are what? These are RBCs, right? These are RBCs. बहुत सारी RBCs होंगी. क्यों? बहुत सारी क्यों होंगी? क्योंकि हमने पढ़ा है कि they form 45% of the blood by concentration by volume. अब इसमें और क्या होगा? इसमें proteins होंगे of. Why am I drawing different sizes? Some big, some small, right? Some big and some small. What am I drawing? What are these? These are proteins. There are other things, but we're just focusing on these RBCs, proteins, और क्या होगा? There will be water. So suppose this is the water content in the blood. ये blood है जिसमें RBCs हैं, proteins हैं और blood है. Let us draw some more proteins, right? Some big, some small. Some are large proteins and some are small proteins. Now, due to the hydrostatic pressure, due to what? Due to the hydrostatic pressure, this fluid is coming out. What is happening to this fluid? It is coming out of these spaces. These capillaries are not tightly joined. They are not very tight. They are what? They have these perforations, and through these perforations, what is happening? This fluid is coming out. So what is happening? This fluid is coming out, right? Yahan tak clear? But we said, and why it is coming out? It is coming out. Let me just remove this. So this fluid is coming out. Now we studied this, that fluid is getting reabsorbed. Why this fluid is coming out? This fluid is coming out because of which pressure? Due to the hydrostatic pressure. Now, as we are moving down the capillary, what is happening? ये fluid बाहर आ गया, तो obviously यहाँ से अगर ये बाहर आ गया तो आगे तो कम होगा ना, तो we can just rub this. यहाँ पे क्या हो गया? The fluid का amount, water की जो मात्रा है, fluid का जो amount है वो कम हो गया, right? Interesting. जैसे जैसे हम आगे बढ़ रहे हैं तो क्या हुआ? यहाँ पे fluid का amount कम हो गया. यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है इस एरिया में? If we see what is happening in this area, the fluid amount is coming less. Fluid का amount less हो गया तो क्या हो गया? Solute का amount ज्यादा हो गया. What happened? Solute का amount ज्यादा हो गया, fluid का amount कम हो गया, तो क्या हो गया? कैपिलरी में कौन सा प्रेशर ज्यादा हो गया? कैपिलरी becomes what? Capillary becomes osmotically active. और जैसे ये osmotically active होगा, क्या होगा? It will begin to reabsorb the fluid. It will begin to reabsorb back the fluid. ये बात समझ में आ गई? हमने definition में क्या पढ़ा था? Most components of blood plasma, such as nutrients, gases, hormones, filter freely. How they filter freely? Now we know that these capillaries have perforations through the capillary walls to form interstitial fluid. But that fluid that filters out of the blood capillaries returns to them by reabsorption. यहाँ तक हमें clear हो गया. So basically ये जो fluid बाहर आ रहा है, this fluid that is coming out, this fluid, this is coming out, right? And it is getting accumulated. It is getting accumulated. Kuch to it's getting reabsorbed, but then also some fluid is staying there. It is all the fluid is not getting reabsorbed. So this accumulation of fluid, this accumulated fluid can create problems. We need to drain it out. घर में भी पानी कलेक्ट हो जाता है तो उसको ड्रेन करना पड़ता है ना. Similarly, body में अगर water collect हो रहा है तो it needs to be drained out. So this accumulated fluid is what? It is the extracellular fluid, right? It is the extracellular fluid or interstitial fluid, right? Because यहाँ पे क्या present है? यहाँ पे cells present है और ये fluid कहाँ है? Cells के बीच में है. तो ये क्या हो गया? Interstitial fluid. Now this accumulated fluid, what will happen? This all कुछ तो reabsorb हो गया, कुछ reabsorb हो गया. अभी हम देखेंगे कितना reabsorb हो गया. So some fluid that is accumulated, that will be flowing into some vessels. The accumulated fluid that will be flowing into vessels and returning back to the circulation. And this is known as what? This is known as lymphatic vessel. And जब ये interstitial fluid enters these lymphatic vessels, it becomes what? It becomes our lymph. So basically this is what is lymph. Now let us see some few more things. What can we see? Few more things. कि अब हमने इसमें बोला था let us return back and tell you one more thing. ये जो fluid बाहर निकल रहा है, this is 20 liters. And the fluid that is going inside is 17 liters. So agar if I ask you how much lymph is formed, now the question comes, how much lymph is produced per day? How much lymph is produced per day? So the fluid that is getting squeezed out, very simple logic, minus the fluid that is being taken inside is what is left, and that is left is lymph. And what is getting squeezed out? 20 liters per day. And what is getting taken inside? 17 liters per day. So what is the total fluid left? That is 3 liters per day is the lymph is formed. Now you know exactly how this 3 liters come. Now if I ask you a question, this is a question, okay? Now if I ask you another question that plasma में proteins हैं, we know it, right? RBCs है और proteins है. We had drawn some large proteins and we had drawn some small proteins. So now if I ask you a question, what, listen properly, this is an important question. What kind of proteins filter through? Right? RBC. एक और question. Will there be any RBC in the lymph? No. RBC is too big. RBC is too big to cross that perforation or that capillary wall that holds in the capillary. So there will be 0% RBCs in the lymph. Right? Why? Because RBCs are too big. They are too big to cross capillary walls, or you can say to cross the holes in the capillary walls. So there will be no RBC in the lymph. Now we were seeing what kind of proteins filter through. अब कुछ small proteins हैं. Can you name one example of small protein? Albumin, very commonly known, and one large protein. Can you name one large protein? Immunoglobulin, right? Immunoglobulin, antibody, I'll say it IG. Correct? Small protein, albumin, large protein, immunoglobulin. अब आप मुझे एक बताओ, the ratio of small protein to large protein, ratio of small protein to large protein, ये lymph में ज्यादा होगा या blood में ज्यादा होगा? Think. Ratio of small protein to large protein, ये lymph में ज्यादा होगा या blood में ज्यादा होगा? Tell me. Small protein to large protein. अब हमने देखा था कि ये कैपिलरी वॉल्स हैं परफोरेटेड, राइट? इसमें कुछ प्रोटीन्स थे, कुछ बड़े प्रोटीन्स थे, कुछ छोटे प्रोटीन्स थे. अब स्मॉल प्रोटीन्स तो आराम से दे विल गो आउट, बट बिग प्रोटीन्स विल स्टे. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग, बिग प्रोटीन्स will stay. There's nothing that is useless in the body. If the big proteins are staying, इनका कुछ तो काम होगा. Why? Now we have to answer this one more question. Why will the big protein stay? But अभी हम ये आंसर कर रहे हैं कि small to large protein में किसका ज्यादा होगा? Ratio lymph में ज्यादा होगा या blood में ज्यादा होगा? It will be more in the lymph, right? It will not be in the blood. Why? Because small proteins are found in lymph and large proteins are not found in lymph. right? Agar, now that's a very interesting thing. Even if albumin is more in blood, even if albumin is more in blood than in lymph, तब भी जो ये ratio होगा, that will be more in the lymph. That ratio, it will be more where? It will be more in the lymph, because lymph में large proteins, they are very negligible. Okay, so this one here, that lymph में small proteins to big proteins का ratio lymph में ज़्यादा होगा. Important thing to remember. Okay, now this one more thing, that why the big proteins are staying. Why हमारी body ऐसी है, evolution में ऐसी बनी है, that the big proteins stay, right? Why is it happening that the big proteins stay? That's a very important question to answer. Now, we had seen that these were the capillaries with the holes capillary में. As we were traveling down, यहाँ पे water था, let's draw. यहाँ पे RBCs थी, right? There were RBCs, then there were these proteins, right? ये हमने देख लिया था. Hydrostatic pressure जो था, उसकी वजह से they were coming out. But as we were moving down capillary, the hydrostatic pressure was decreasing, right? And the water was coming out. This fluid was moving out. So the osmotic pressure was increasing, and therefore there was reabsorption, right? ये पढ़ लिया हमने. अगर water was moving out, what was moving out? Water and small proteins. But what was not moving out? RBCs and large proteins. Suppose these large proteins also move out. These large proteins also move out. तो क्या होगा? ये कैपिलरी है, इसमें से वाटर निकलता जा रहा है, निकलता जा रहा है, निकलता जा रहा है. फर्स्ट पॉइंट, यहाँ पे बहुत सारा वाटर एक्यूमुलेट हो जाएगा, क्योंकि ये जो कैपिलरी है, if the large proteins will also come out, it will not be able to be osmotically active, right? Now write it. If big molecules of protein, yeah, if you can just write, if big proteins also come out, what will happen? First point, it is what? It is capillary. Capillary, क्या होगा? Capillary will not be osmotically active, right? Because due to these large proteins and RBCs and other dissolved substances, the solute concentration was more. And since the solute concentration was more, therefore it was osmotically active, and therefore it was able to reabsorb the nutrients and the water back. But अगर large proteins निकल आएंगे, तो capillary will not be osmotically active. Second, and due to this, what will happen? There will be a large accumulation of extracellular fluid, right? And there will be what? There will be loss of water and nutrients and other things, right? So this is the reason why big proteins also come out. Now let us see if we have answered all the questions that we had asked ourselves in the beginning of the class. So now let us go back and see. Lymph has more proteins or blood has more proteins? Blood has more proteins. Okay, अभी हमने पढ़ा कि lymph में खाली small proteins निकल पाते हैं. Blood has more proteins, right? What kind of proteins get into lymph? Small proteins get into lymph. Why is it important to have proteins back in the blood? So that the capillaries remain osmotically active and they are able to reabsorb, because तभी तो solutes की मात्रा ज़्यादा होगी, solutes का amount ज़्यादा होगा, and therefore 20 liters come out of the capillary, but 17 liters is getting reabsorbed. Why? Because the concentration of solute is more, because the large proteins are not coming out. How much lymph is produced? 20 goes out, gets squeezed out, 17 gets reabsorbed. So 3 liters per day lymph is produced. Is the one question is still left. Is the composition of lymph same everywhere in the body? Let us see. Let us see. Now let us write this question. Is the composition of lymph same everywhere in the body? What do you think? Whether the answer will be no or whether the answer will be yes. Is the composition of lymph same everywhere in the body? No, it's not same. It is not same everywhere in the body. Let us see why. I'm drawing a very rough diagram. Suppose this is a very ugly kind of drawing that I am making of a human. My God, that's become too ugly. So suppose this is a human, a very ugly human that I have drawn. And suppose these are the intestine. What is this? These are the suppose small intestine. Small intestine में हमने कुछ पढ़ा था डाइजेशन वाले चैप्टर में, लिम्फेटिक वेसल्स के बारे में. लिम्फेटिक वेसल्स के बारे में. लिम्फेटिक वेसल्स को स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन में क्या कहते हैं? लैक्टियल्स. कहाँ पढ़े थे लैक्टियल्स? डाइजेशन ऑफ फैट्स में. काइलोमाइक्रॉन्स. नहीं याद आ रहा? फिर से पढ़ो बेटा, डाइजेशन पहला वीडियो था, राइट? काइलोमाइक्रॉन्स. लैक्टियल्स कहते हैं लिम्फेटिक वेसल्स को स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन में. इन दीज लैक्टियल्स किसका कॉन्सेंट्रेशन? लैक्टियल्स क्या है? लिम्फ है. लिम्फेटिक वेसल्स हैं, लिम्फेटिक वेसल्स में लिम्फ है. सो इन लैक्टियल्स में, इस लिम्फ में किसका कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ज्यादा होगा? फैट का कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ज्यादा होगा. वेरी इजी, वेरी लॉजिकल. नाउ सपोज दिस इज व्हाट आई एम ड्राइंग. दिस इज लिवर आई एम ड्राइंग. लिवर में क्या होता है? इट प्रोड्यूसेस व्हाट? इट प्रोड्यूसेस टन्स एंड so many kinds of proteins. It produces so many different kinds of proteins. So जो लिवर में लिम्फ होगा उसमें कौन सा कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ज्यादा होगा? किस चीज का कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ज्यादा होगा? लिम्फ में जो होगा उसमें प्रोटीन्स का कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ज्यादा होगा. So the answer is the composition of lymph same everywhere in the body? No, it is not same. It is different in different parts of the body. Wherever you are in the body, it is different. Now the next thing that we are going to do is lymph circulation. Lymph circulation. And now I have explained you in detail what is lymph. Just one word and one video, right? So you should understand each and every concept very, very nicely and very, very clearly, right? That's why I have taken this small word, just lymph, because according to my experience, I see that kids actually don't understand what is lymph. Lymph कुछ भी नहीं है. कैपिलरी से जो फ्लूइड निकल रहा है ना, कैपिलरी से जो फ्लूइड बाहर आ रहा है, कुछ रीअब्सॉर्ब हो रहा है. जो बाहर आ रहा है दैट्स इंटरस्टिशियल और एक्स्ट्रा सेलुलर फ्लूइड. ये एक्स्ट्रा सेलुलर फ्लूइड जब एक वेसल में ड्रेन होने लगता है या एक वेसल में ड्रेन होने लगता है, या बस ये एक फ्लूइड है जो बाहर आता है, और ये जब किसी वेसल में बहने लगता है, when it comes inside the vessels, it is known as lymph, and these vessels are known as lymphatic vessels. बस और कुछ भी नहीं होता lymph, right? यही lymph होता है. और इसमें हमने पढ़ा कैसे हाइड्रोस्टैटिक प्रेशर कम होता है, पानी बाहर आता है, ऑस्मोटिकली एक्टिव हो जाती है कैपिलरी, दैट्स व्हाई इट रीअब्सॉर्ब्स एंड दैट्स व्हाई दैट्स 3 लीटर. स्मॉल प्रोटीन्स बाहर आते हैं, बिग प्रोटीन्स बाहर नहीं आते, टू कीप इट ऑस्मोटिकली एक्टिव. अब इसमें नेक्स्ट वीडियो में हम देखेंगे लिम्फ सर्कुलेशन. वी विल सी हाउ यहाँ से लिम्फ वेसल्स निकले, यहाँ से लिम्फ वेसल्स निकले, and then they go, and then there's a vein, and then here is the heart, and how they go back into the circulation, and how it is different from the cardiovascular circulation. So basically this is heart, and how this goes, this all that I'm drawing, let us use blue, and these all lymphatic vessels, they go to a, and then they join a vein, and then they go back into the heart, and they come again into the circulation. This all we'll do in lymph circulation. We'll do various names, and we'll also see, we'll see different names of the vessels, and we'll also see what, we'll see how it is different from cardiovascular circulation, right? And then we'll do various things, we'll do functions, and then we'll do the organs, and this will complete our lymph. It's just a small topic in body fluids and circulation. So students, I hope that you are studying well in your homes, and you are staying safe, you are eating healthy, and you are happy. That's the most important thing. While studying, you should be happy, you should be curious to know, you should be eager to learn, you should be excited to learn, right? This is a decision that you have taken, that you have to become a doctor. So there's no other choice, there's no looking back. Study hard. That's hard work is the only key to success. Okay, so guys, have fun and stay safe.